I don't smoke, I don't drink.
Right. Have you ever had your heart broken?
Yes, so. So I checked the phone and I saw, I enjoyed this night so much.
God.
I think we should do this again. I was like this all night. I think I don't cry. Trust me, it was me that was now begging.
Somebody wakes up one morning and accuses you of distributing herpes. How?
I had my babe beside me that knows that that's not the case.
Yeah.
I was really down because I couldn't travel and I was getting booking.
And a butter kid.
I don't think so. No, because I think I was on the streets. When I tell my friends, they don't always believe me.
Okay.
I think they don't believe because I'm too fresh now.
Somebody tweeted and said, oh, see so and so with Wizkid. And you tweeted and said, no LAX.
Yeah, no Wizkid.
No elevator Wizkid.
Yes.
Yeah. You also want to have kids. I think you hinted
yes,
at
so
that.
I want to. I wish I had
Kids
but
right now.
my father would have been angry, but I wish I had one boy running around.
Yes, yes.
Come for me.
So what did you do your master's in?
Innovation management.
What did you do your first degree in?
HR.
Innovation management, I can understand. What is HR? Why did you choose HR? What was going on?
Okay, so I really loved economics.
Right.
I wanted to do accounting.
Okay.
But so this is the reason why, between me and you,
Okay.
why I did HR.
Right.
Because I felt if I did accounting or economics, I wouldn't do music.
Huh.
Because I'll be so invested.
Right.
Because those two courses are crazy. Like you have to be. Because even when I was doing HR, I took like a side. Because my best course when I was in secondary school was economics. Like I was getting 98, 80.
Oh, okay.
Like I was acing it.
Right.
So I came, when I started doing my undergrad, I added like economics to it because I knew that I was good with it. So even after my foundation year, my econs lecturer in uni called me and was like, I've been teaching for 25 plus years and nobody has gotten 97 over 100 in my course.
Right.
Like I need to know you. Like so even when I chose HR, he wasn't happy about it. He still called me, tried to convince me, why don't you want to further like do economics? But I just knew that I needed something that would allow me that I know that even in my sleep I'll pass it.
Right. So you didn't do economics because you knew that you would love it so much and you would spend your time on it.
Yes.
Yeah. And did you enjoy doing HR?
Yes, anything you study abroad actually,
Right.
you enjoy it. And this is the reason why I'm not saying if you study yes, but everything is really, really practical there. So I started enjoying it because we'll go to companies, we'll speak to people that are actually employed and doing something with their lives. So it was a very, very practical course.
Not only were you famous, but by what my generation would call it, you're a butter kid.
I don't think so.
But that's what people think.
No, because I think I was on the streets. When I tell my friends, they don't always believe me.
Okay, please tell me what you tell them.
I feel like I had like best of both worlds. So beginning of my life, I was with my grandma a lot.
Yeah.
And we're like, I'll say she was like the biggest woman on the block. I'll say I was very, very in tune with the streets.
Right.
Because I'm never in the house.
Right.
So I'm always outside with the street kids.
Right.
Like we're playing
talking.
rubber game, we're playing counter, we're playing tire and stick. So I understood what was happening, and I could feel. The only thing I knew that I had was I knew that I was more privileged than them because I'll go back home and I'll eat good. I'll be with my family.
Right.
But they were mostly on the street. But I still felt what they felt because I was always outside with them.
So when you tell your friends this, they're like, what?
They don't believe me. They don't even think I lived on the streets.
Right.
Okay, maybe not lived on the.
But that you were part of.
I was part of.
Yeah. What does that make? Does that make you feel any kind of way? For somebody who says he likes being grounded and the fact that these people don't believe this experience, does that make you feel any kind of way?
I think they don't believe because I'm too fresh now. But it's my own truth. So.
Yeah, it's your own truth. It's your own truth. Okay, so let's talk about, so you this was 2013 when Caro came out here, 2013.
2012, 2013.
Then Ginger came out when?
2014.
Yes, so this was another hit back to back, yeah? And then after Ginger, what happens? What happens next?
So after Ginger, I had like 3 years of, because after Ginger, I was doing Ginger in masters, like
yes,
I
when you
said.
do your masters,
So
yes.
I came back
And did
my NYSC. So
Yes.
during the NYSC phase, I wasn't traveling, I wasn't going for shows, I wasn't really recording, because NYSC takes your life.
Yeah.
Because you're going to work.
Yeah.
Even if I was working with my mom's auntie's place, I had time to like, leave, go back, leave, but it was taking, so at that time I was really down because I couldn't travel and I was getting bookings. So for like 2 years after Ginger, I had to now re-strategize, now build my own sound, try and create my own sound, then now come back.
Right.
So 2016, then I came back again and now started dropping, dropped Runaway, dropped I Wonder, started dropping songs, and from there now started.
That's a good. So, so obviously your parents, or your parents, because your dad and your mom were part of this conspiracy, obviously very strict people, because we know that in this country, even people that don't have money can get someone to sign for them at NYSC.
Yes.
So your parents really wanted you to do this thing.
Okay, so the thing is, with me,
my
mom and dad, I feel like they trust me so much that they allow me take decisions in my hands.
Okay.
So with NYSC, I felt like I said, if I've gone to Badagry,
right.
Because again, I'm someone that don't like to ask for so much help. Because I see imagine me going to go and meet my dad and I'm saying, oh, I want you to help me find somebody that will be signing for me for. I don't like having those kind of conversations.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm just like, how can I find a way to like do it my way and it will still work?
You had tasted one of the biggest types of stardom very young.
Yeah.
And you tasted it a bit easier. So you had already been hustling before, but meeting Wizkid sped it up.
Yes.
So now that you are rebuilding, what was that like? Was it slower? Was it more frustrating? Was it more difficult?
I think at that time, I had grown to have a lot of patience.
Like you said, the NYSC taught you patience.
Yeah, so I just knew that this is what I wanted. And no matter how long it takes me to get back to the top, like I'm going to work for it. So I was always working. Like when I decided that this is what I wanted to do, I was locked in 9 to 9, studio, recording. Like at a point I had like 100 songs and I hadn't even dropped.
100 songs?
And I had not dropped any.
Right.
And these 100 songs, I was like hooking it on my head. Like I'm playing it for anyone that needs to hear. Listen to this song. Do you like it? What do you think?
Yeah.
And it was good. Someone that really helped at that time was Olamide.
Okay.
So at the time I had a song I recorded with Legendary Beats.
Right.
And they're like, we can hear Bado on this song. And at that time I've never met Olamide. So I called my former manager.
Okay.
He moved to London at the time. So I called him, linked me up, went to the studio and recorded that song that day. So that gave me another like ginger, like you can do this, because for Bado to drop a verse on my he wouldn't drop a verse on a song that is not amazing. So.
So at this time, so when at the time of rebuilding, were you still with Starboy Entertainment?
Yes. But at the time I decided to build, I knew that I needed to do it alone.
Why?
I just felt like I needed to make all the decisions alone. Like nobody's going to tell me no. So I just called Wiz. I think we were in Malaysia. We had a show in Malaysia, I can't remember. And I sat down with him and I'm like, my boss, I really, really want to do this alone. I think I want to start my own label.
Right.
So shout out to Wiz. He was like, okay, see, if you go now and say you want to start your label, it's not like I don't want you to. But everyone in the world is going to say me and you fought. So let's not do it like that. Okay. Let's drop like a couple more songs on that label and now start talking about your label. Right. So that's when most of the videos, if people go and check now, he had Starboy, Razaki.
Right.
So we did that for like my next 3 songs.
Yeah.
Then it was now like, now you can now, because they've seen both of us together.
Working together,
even while you're doing your own thing.
But even after you guys did this thing, people still say what they wanted to say.
True.
Because human beings don't like, once there's a narrative,
yes.
you don't like, because I remember there was a time, I mean, I'm sure it must have happened a couple of times, but I saw this one where somebody tweeted and said, oh, see so and so with Wizkid, and you tweeted and said, no Wizkid, no L.A.X.
Yeah, no Wizkid.
No, without Wizkid. Yes. So did this disappoint you? Be like, but we've done all this thing for you people. Why are you people still gossiping?
I feel like when you start growing up, you just understand
Yeah.
that people don't want good. Most times they want chaos.
Yeah.
Because they are fed with. If there's chaos, they are happy. They can talk.
Yeah.
And I feel like with me and Wiz, we actually played it well. Played sounds like we sat down to, but I feel like we are just two very, very cool people that don't like stress.
Right.
Or I can speak for myself, me, I don't really like stress. So I think it was, when people were talking, it wasn't really something that fazed me.
Right. I didn't face him as well, I'm assuming.
Because we were cool, so
Yeah.
we knew that it was nothing.
The Wizkid you're describing, chilled, phased, taking it easy, introducing you to Burna, that's not the image he has in the public. Sometimes.
Now.
Yes, now. Why is there such a difference?
Me personally, I don't even really like to talk about this, but I'll just say something light. I feel like personally, in his head, he feels like I've been so cool and you guys are now trying to take a piece.
Right.
Like I have to go at these people and tell them
Yeah.
what they don't want to hear.
Yeah.
So I think that's the phase he's in now.
Right. And do you understand that phase?
Yes, I understand.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm on my phone, I'm like, I want to tweet something, but I'm like, that's not me. Like, maybe I'll just call someone that I can speak to, or go and hold my girlfriend.
Which you've been doing a lot of.
Hold my girlfriend.
Yes, and just focus on what is important.
So,
yeah. But you guys still talk? You guys are still cool?
Yes. So anytime I'm in London,
Yeah.
I always make sure I touch base and see him.
Yeah.
You know, we're cool. He's like my brother.
Yeah. And you are based in Lagos, in Nigeria mostly.
I'm based everywhere. I'm worldwide.
So that means you're also based in Mali, Burkina Faso,
No.
Togo.
I'm based worldwide.
Right. There was an album last year. Was it an EP?
An album, yeah.
It's an album.
No
yeah,
bad vibes.
No Bad Vibes. That's where you had Black Sherif.
Yes.
You had Ira Star.
Yes.
What was putting that together? This new sound is something that you're working on now.
Yeah. So let me say it's like a continuation of
The project you started there.
Yes, and maybe an elevated, like an advanced sound of the last album, the one you're talking about.
Right. Yeah. How do you feel about the reception of that album?
Okay, so with me, honestly, I really don't think about reception.
Really?
Yes, trust me, because I've had.
And I don't doubt it. Sitting down with you, I don't doubt you.
Because I've had ups and downs.
Right.
You understand it,
Yeah.
even in the music.
Yeah.
So with me, trust me, if I come in here now and like one person here tells me, I've heard this your song and I really like it, even if it's 2014 I recorded that song or I dropped the song, that fills me the whole day. And I'm fine with that.
With that.
That's just one person.
Yeah.
So imagine me now, how many people actually tell me
That. Yeah.
that's okay for me. Because the reason why I'm like, you know, when you start something, you start it and you're young and you're like all over the place. Like the first thing in your mind is, I just want to blow.
Yeah.
But when you now start keeping at it, the blow doesn't sustain you. If you keep chasing that blow, you'll be depressed. Because you get hot today, you don't get hot tomorrow.
Yeah.
No matter how big you are today.
Yeah.
There are times when people have said, Wiz is going down, David is going down. And these are people that are dropping hits back to back.
Yeah.
So who am I to feel that way? So with me, I just feel like if I can touch lives every day with my music, even if it's 10 people, I'm fine with it.
That makes sense. I'm going 2 questions on that. First is when you were saying that, I said I can believe it now. One, because there's somebody I know in the music industry. I was talking about it, it's like, L.A.X don't really care, just they're enjoying life at this point in time. So that was that. And then just listening to you now, I can imagine that you are that kind of person. But do you think that even happens also because the thing that most people spend like years trying to build up to, you got it. And so now you're like, Nothing they did. Like I've done that. And so now I really want to just enjoy the process of what I'm doing. Is it possible?
The first statement you said about LAX just they enjoy.
Yes.
I feel like people say that in a different way.
Okay, like the negative way.
Yes, in a negative way.
Okay, fair. I didn't think it was a negative way though.
Because I feel like they just feel like maybe I'm so blessed, maybe for my family, and and I don't really care about the music, but like my team knows, like I'm always on it, like musically, or recording, working. But everything is perception. Like with Nigerians, like they really like the grass to grace story, rather than the grace to grace, which is the one where
you're working. Yeah.
But yeah, for me, like I feel like I'm working.
Yeah, of course you're working. You're busy. You're trying out stuff.
I'm working. I'm doing what I love to do.
Yeah.
So I really don't care about like whatever anyone says.
How far have you gone on the project that's coming out in February? February, March, yes.
The project is always changing. I can change tomorrow because I'm always recording.
Right.
So that's why. But now I want to stop recording.
Yeah.
So that we can just settle down and pick and get ready to drop.
Right. And you record a lot because what? Because you love making music?
My best times is recording.
Right.
Because sometimes I record alone.
Yeah.
And I express myself with my melodies, with like lyrics, like things that normally I won't say to you, but I can say it in my music.
Right.
So that is like my escape. Like that's where I really, really like to be.
Right. I hear that you don't drink. Is that true?
Yes.
Is that still the case?
Yes.
So what do you do?
I just vibe.
I don't smoke.
No. I don't smoke. I don't drink.
Right. Did your mother make you promise?
No. No, I think with me, I face life so much with clear eyes.
Right.
That I enjoy every moment and I feel every pain. And I enjoy that rather than doing it the other way.
Yeah. Do your guys around you, did they drink?
Yes. So see, when I was in uni,
yes,
my house was I don't know if I'm allowed to say this.
I want to hear it.
But my house was like the house.
Right, yes.
Like, trust me.
Where things were happening.
Don't worry. My house was the house. And I just used to enjoy looking at everybody like...
Right. Looking at them with clear eyes.
With clear eyes. My house was like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Right. On fire.
On fire.
So how is that possible? How is it that you yourself are not like a party animal person?
At a point in my life, I was.
Right.
I was.
Yeah.
Maybe not party animal, but party person.
Right.
I used to go to the clubs with my friends, turn up. It was amazing times. But I did it so much because I started young, like 16.
Yeah.
I started going to the clubs.
So when did you retire?
I retired like 3 years ago.
That's not so far. So you enjoyed life for quite a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm still enjoying life. We're just in a different way.
Just in a different way. I'm saying, how do you vibe with your friends when they are like high or they are drunk or they are drinking and then you are just there holding what? Sprite?
No, I don't even take sugar like that. Water. Healthy lifestyle.
You have 500 years.
I'm the one that's always saying it's time to go home.
Yes. And so, it doesn't kill the vibe.
No, I'm still a vibe guy now.
Yeah. So you just get your buzz, your vibe in a different way.
Yes. So the DJ is very important.
Right.
In everything I'm doing.
So once there's music.
Yes, once there's music and it's amazing, I'm there.
I'm going to come back to this vibe thing. Someone just occurred to me now. But I was going to ask, do you sometimes miss the crisp of the ginger Caro time? Yes.
Okay, so now I have a crazier time.
How to explain that?
So I have a song that is doing crazily. It has been doing crazily from like 4 years now in Europe.
Right.
So I'm performing in Europe. Last year to this year, I've done close to 60 shows in Europe.
Really?
There was a time I was in Europe for 3 months. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Right.
And it's crazier than Nigeria.
Right.
Because the love is so genuine.
Right, it's pure.
It's pure.
Right.
Like every time I get off stage, I'm like in my room, just bow down, and I'm like, God, thank you for this, man.
Right, that makes sense. No wonder you achieve. Because it's just that things. it's not the things that people are used to, but things are happening the way that you want them to happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm always grateful. Like even every time I get a show or every time I get a call for something, I'm like, God, thank you. I don't take it for granted because they can call somebody else.
Yeah.
We're a lot now. You know how many? Somebody said that listeners are more than the artists. And the artists are more than the listeners.
Yes, I get that.
So I think is crazy now. So I'm always grateful.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing for like over. I'm never in Nigeria.
Yeah, for a
like
long period of time. Yeah. They said that one day you just woke up and bought a Benz and a Prado.
I did.
And that's why they caught stealing. Like, I did. What was happening? What were you celebrating?
Okay, so I'm a very, very conservative person.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very prudent. I save a lot.
Makes sense.
Because of, I just always think about the future so much.
Right.
I think it's a bad thing. I think so. Because it doesn't let me make some decisions.
Right.
Because I really, really think about my children, my unborn children, my wife, my family. Like, I want everybody to be good.
Yeah.
So I'm like in a sacrificing mode now. I'm working so I can save, so that they don't need to suffer. So I was thinking about it. I'm like, okay, I looked at my bank account. I can do this thing.
I love it. We can do it. So why don't we do it?
So
yeah.
I just say, let me spoil myself for.
I love it. So yeah, so that makes sense. So you don't usually do that. So you just thought one day we're making this point, let's do that. Yeah. Crazy story beginning of this year. You slammed somebody with a $500 million lawsuit.
Yes.
So sorry, the story sounds funny, but I know that for you to have slammed, somebody wakes up one morning and accuses you of distributing herpes. How?
So if you even check the page of the person, the person is like a troll.
Right.
The person just goes on at everybody, fake story, false story, with like a fake, with a fake
profile,
face,
picture,
with a fake profile. So when I saw that, my phone was blowing up. At first, I'm like, I'm not going to reply because I've checked this person's page.
And there's nothing
I know
here.
this person is not normal. But you know how Nigerians are now. Twitter now started going crazy. I'm like, okay, what do I do? So I called my lawyer. And my lawyer said, we're going to find this person.
Right.
So we actually found the person. The person was in maybe like Borno State, something. And the person was also, we're also seeing that the person was in Lagos, like Admiralty. So the person is like a real troll.
But this is their job.
Yes.
They need different like locations.
So they are sitting behind the phone and they are just, so if you check the person's page, the person is trolling everybody.
Right.
So the person DM me, sending me an apology or something.
So this is not the person you even knew. This is not connection with you.
No
this is just a professional troll.
A professional troll.
So the person apologized to you.
Yes.
Did you accept the apology?
Person came online as well.
All right.
Tried to apologize.
Yeah.
But for me, like the way I've been brought up, I don't really like. I'll say, if you do something to me now, my person, and you come and you acknowledge that you've done that, you might not be my best of friends anymore, but I'll take your apology because God, even we hurt God and we forgive. So.
Yeah. So you let it go.
Yeah.
But that must have been crazy, wasn't it?
It was, but it wasn't really.
Right.
Because I was laughing and I had my babe beside me that knows that that's not the case.
Yeah.
And she was there. So I always tell people to have support system.
Right.
So she was there to just, she was even angrier than me. Like, we have to. But I'm like, she said, people will not believe you have to. So, But it was easy for me. I wasn't.
Yeah, that's what I was, because I thought to myself, you that I've met now, first it sounds like a funny story, you that I've met now sounds like a person I'll be like, this is rubbish. But then because there was a lawsuit.
The lawsuit is just, like you see, I didn't say anything.
Yes.
Straight to the lawsuit.
Yes.
If it was someone else, you'd be going back and forth and trying to.
Yeah.
There's no need for that. The lawsuit is more important because it's like,
let's take it serious. This establishes the facts.
We're taking it serious.
Yeah. So obviously you're going to get married.
Yes. No.
Yes. Why?
Obviously.
Because you talked about it, you're planning for it, you're saving for it. So haven't you guys gotten married yet?
I think with us, we're in our honeymoon phase.
You said that.
We're in our young, vibrant. If we say marriage now, everybody start looking at me like, oh, look at me now. I'm just a young boy trying to live my life. So I think that we take the time that we need.
Yeah.
And when we are ready, we are ready.
You're ready. And you also want to have kids. I think you hinted at that.
I want to. I wish I even had
kids
but
right now.
My father would have been angry, but I wish I had one boy running around.
Yes.
Because I feel like now when I see my friends and they have children, I'm like,
Yeah.
But
I think you're going to be a great dad, actually.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I think even my aunties, they always tell me since when I was like very young that your wife is going to enjoy and your children are going to enjoy it.
Yes, I think they are very right. What do you think? What would you call? Have you ever had your heart broken?
Yes, so. This is a very, very.
It's a big topic.
It's a big topic. My heart has been breaking since. So.
Right.
Hi.
How come?
I don't even know, man.
Tell me one of the ones that pained you.
I have to tell you this one. I even hope she watches this thing so that she will know the world.
Yes.
The world has to know this. And this is your show. I watch every episode, trust me.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I've watched everyone.
Right.
So I know a lot of people will see this. You too, you will see this. So I was dating this girl like my second year.
Right.
And she was a smoker and a drinker.
Right.
So she's one of the reasons why I don't even like it. Because when she drinks, she's...
Right.
So I think we had a conversation of how I wanted her to reduce. Okay, let me not say reduce.
Right.
Actually stop.
Right.
So she then said, okay, she's going to stop. So one day she just came in because we're living not far away from each other. So most times she's always at my place. So she came in drunk, and I'm like, what's going on? But I've already been seeing traces of. So she came in drunk. I helped her to the bed. Helped her. She even threw up. Arranged her. Then she slept off. So I was in the sitting room. Her phone just kept ringing. And I'm like, why is this phone ringing? So I went to the room trying to like switch off the like noise area. So I checked the phone and I saw. I enjoyed this night so much.
God.
I think we should do this again. I looked at the phone like this. I was like this all night. From like, let's say 12 in the night till the morning.
You were frozen.
My hands were like this. Because I cannot cry. So the next morning, she woke up. Then she came to meet me. So I held the phone. I was the phone. So she was looking for her phone everywhere. She didn't even greet me that morning. She was just looking at her phone. I said, come, what are you looking for? I said, my phone. So it's with me. So I took the phone and I showed
her the message.
This is where the heartbreak started.
Okay.
As I showed her the phone, she just looked at the phone. She said,
Hi, Jesus.
He's just my friend. We just spent the night. I said, he's just your friend. You just spent the night. She said, that if you are not okay with it, let's just break up. Everything happened in like 30 minutes.
Yes.
Me that have been grieving from night. Do you know that if that babe had told me that I'm sorry, it won't happen again, I don't forgive because I don't even love. Don't worry. So, trust me, it was me that was now begging.
I'm sorry, that's
it
not
was
funny.
Me that was now begging. I said, okay, see, we can walk about it. Okay, you have cheated. Okay, she said she don't worry. I'm not doing.
Wow.
So after that,
Yeah.
I found out that there was a guy that she was calling me. That this guy was always talking to me.
Right.
He's like an older guy at the time. So she would say, I'm going to Newcastle to go and meet my uncle. I'll talk to the man. Alpha, take care of my bill. That man was telling you.
This is multiple story buildings of heartbreak.